Just getting a few extras in with Benji, were you?
Yeah, that's right. Just got to sharpen the tools, you know. Yeah, he's always looking at, you know, your passing and making sure you're doing all the right things. So, and what better person to learn from?
You must be pretty stoked to kind of call back up into the starting side.
Yeah, obviously, you know, to get another opportunity to play on the weekend is great. But it's not about racking up NRL games. It's about winning games of footy. And my focus went straight away from, excited, obviously, but now what do I need to do to prepare to win a game of footy on Sunday?
I mean, coming into this weekend, how do you feel just knowing that there's been a few changes in terms of your starting and yourself being one of them?
I think it's a great way to showcase that there is depth at our club, and you know, there's players that are ready to next man up and to do a job. And you know, at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, we get the chance to show that. I'm really excited.
And I guess you know, Api is, you know, he's one of your club captains. He's a big character, but he's also very strong on the field. How are you feeling just knowing that, like, those are the shoes that you're trying to fill?
Oh yeah, obviously they're massive shoes to fill, but I actually don't feel like pressure to beat Api, or because no one can. You know, he's one of a kind player. I'll play to my strengths, and Benji's given me the faith, and you know, to do that job, and I'll just keep. Sorry, I'll keep doing my job and make sure that I'm at my best on the weekend.
What did Benji say, even just then on the field, that he wants to see from you this week?
Just play to my strengths. You know, I you know, been chipping away for a long time, and even in the cup this year, we've turned our season around. You know, we're sitting second last there for a long time, and we've won some games on the row, so we're coming in full of confidence as well. And yeah, just to back myself and my abilities, you know, he wouldn't thrust me in there if he didn't believe in me, and he just really showed that you know, I'll have the faith in you to do your job. So.
I think as well, you know, with talent leaving just in the last week, I guess that's one person ahead of you that, you know, does open up a few more opportunities for yourself. How does that feel knowing that, you know, you are next in line behind Api?
Oh, rugby league's a pretty funny game. Like, you know, you can think you're sitting here or sitting there, and things can happen, you know, very quickly too. You know, obviously, yes, with talent leaving, that probably opened up a spot for me this week. But you know, we've got, you know, great players that can fill any position. So I don't feel, you know, that that's my spot now at all. I've got to go out there and show that I earn it, like, you know, and I deserve that spot. And you know, I've got the opportunity to do that on Sunday. And if it's one game, or if it's 2 games, or if I can string a few together, so be it. But I'll do whatever I need to do for the team.
One of those players, Jared Hayward, Australian schoolboys representative, only 19, still training out there. What's it like having him around the squad?
Well, I think it's great to have people like that in. You know, he's young, he's hungry, he's very skillful. You know, and it keeps you on your toes too. Like, you know, you want to, you know, train well, and you know, it's not about, you know, the 80 minutes that you get on the weekend. It's the, you know, the things behind the closed doors that, you know, even you guys don't see. You know, all those things too. So having someone young and eager and wanting to learn, and he was really good. He actually come up to me today and had a bit of a chat and whatever else. So no, it's good, mate. I think it's only really good for the club too.
Do you see yourself as kind of a mentor, having that, like, you know, much more experience than him?
Oh, yeah, I don't have many runs on the board in terms of NRL, but I've been around the traps and, you know, played a fair bit of, you know, cup. So yeah, you know, if you know, he wants to come to me and do a bit of learnings and you know, ask for advice, I'm more than happy to. He's a great young kid, and you know, I can learn from him too. Who's to say that, you know, just because he's a younger fella, he doesn't have things that I can't learn from as well. You know, he's a really great hooker. He's got a lot of skill. You know, he attacks the game well, so you know, I can learn things from him as well.
Charlie Murray and the team, I think you guys played together in the Queensland Cup, or
did, mate? Yeah.
Queensland?
Yeah.
What's kind of the bond between the two of you like?
Yeah, well, we played together in 2023 and won the comp together there. So obviously, really fond memories playing footy together. Really good mate of mine. Just an ultimate professional as well. And yeah, I'm stoked that he's, you know, we get to play our second game together. You know, you know, it's good to have someone like him in the squad that I can kind of, you know, come in on off days and stuff like that. And he's always eager and ready to do those things as well. But yeah, all that aside, it's just good to see, you know, one of your mates, you know, living out his dream as well. He's kind of had to chip away for a long time, similar to myself. So I suppose that's why we're kind of close. And yeah, just a really good fella, mate.
You probably had different roads to kind of the NRL, but when you played in that grand final 2023, did you ever imagine that you'd be playing in their NRL, like, you know, alongside each other?
Oh, absolutely not. You know, like, you know, you kind of have those hopes and dreams and whatever, and he's someone that you want in your team because he's reliable. You know, he does his job 80 minutes, you know, every week, whether it's Queensland Cup or New South Wales Cup or down here now. So yeah, well, I dare say we probably wouldn't have imagined that we'd be playing NRL together, you know, but here we are, and you know, I'm really excited.